We are pleased to share our native bees of the Maya Golden Landscape Guide, which is a work that has started in 2019 under the science program, which is led by our science director, Elizabeth Dorge. So for the past 2 years, her team has been setting up traps to collect bees in protected areas and in agricultural farmscapes. And why are we doing this? As you may know, there is a decline of bee species worldwide, and this is very important to note that native pollinators are important to the environment, ecosystem, habitats. You know that agriculture is important. What is pollinating your agricultural crops? It's the bees and other native pollinators. So we see that there is an interest to know the diversity of bees that are in southern Belize that are helping climate-smart agricultural practices to be productive. We care about productive ecosystems to find a balance between livelihoods and biodiversity conservation. So we have been working with beekeepers and youths in the Maya Golden Landscape to disseminate this information, but also bring them to be part of this inventorizing of native pollinators in southern Belize. So we have done this through BioBlitz and Summer Camp, where we invite the communities to experience the field work, to know what kind of bees are found in a forest, but also link it to the productive sector, for example, beekeeping, setting up an apiaries. We also want to destigmatize that Africanized bees are a fear in communities because they tend to harm people, but it is also a practice to produce honey. We have recorded about 44 species in our native guide, and you can see that they are color coded depending on their genera and the type of stingless bees and bees with stings that are found in the Maya Golden Landscape. The Africanized bees is not a native species in Belize, it's an introduced species and is widely used for the honey production. But also we want to understand what native species of stingless bees can be utilized for honey production. And there's more research happening with that our science team are going with beekeepers and looking at their apiaries and beehives to see the level of production comparing from an Africanized bee to a stingless Melipona bee species found in the MGL. Yakshe promotes climate-smart agriculture, which implies changing the mindset to adopting green practices. What this means is that we promote organic farming, discouraging the use of herbicides, insecticides, fungicides that indirectly or directly kill the bees or affect their population, which is detrimental to the environment. So we promote planting native flowering trees that would support bee populations and planting them around your farm so that you keep the bees present and enriching the biodiversity in your area.